Welcome to PorchLight, a place to chat, share testimonies, encourage and inspire one another. Only found on Firefall Talk Radio. Get comfortable and get ready. Here's Richard Grund.
Right about now, there are a slew of words being given about 2023. And those words may or may not be from the Lord and inspired by the Holy Spirit. The only way to find out is if A, they line up with the Word, and B, they come true. That's how you confirm an accurate word from the Lord. Too many speak from their thoughts and their feelings and their emotions, maybe even manipulation. Biblical prophets told the truth no matter what. They were there for correction, direction, and to give warnings and let people know about what the Lord was doing or about to do. Yes, biblical prophecy within the church is about edification, but prophets of the Lord who speak for Him sometimes say uncomfortable things. I can only share with you what I believe to be the truth, otherwise I wouldn't be sharing it. Time and the Holy Spirit will tell if it's true or not. This word I'm about to give you comes from prayer and confirmation in prayer with fellow SRT member and brother in the Lord, Larry Barrett. This week on the porch, the Lord had me end the year with an encouraging word called Keep Going. You can find it on Firefall Talk Radio or on any of the streaming platforms on which Firefall Talk Radio appears. And the word for 2023 ties into that encouragement to keep going. If you're going to keep going, you must press on and persevere against everything and anything this world or the enemy throws at you. Now here we go. If you thought 2022 was bad, 2023 won't be any better. In fact, I believe it'll be worse. The powers of darkness are emboldened in their efforts to destroy the church and to destroy everything good and righteous. We can see that every day in media, politics, news. Everything we see is anti-God, anti-Christ, and the people that serve the powers of darkness do not believe that they can be stopped or even slowed down. And they're right. Nothing we do in the natural will do that. No person, no celebrity, no media personality, no social or political act will do that. No one, let me say that again, no one is going to save us. Only the Lord can change things. He is our only hope. Nothing in this fallen world system is going to correct itself. Now, I don't believe the Lord's going to either. I believe He's allowing these things to happen within prophecy and for the strengthening and even the chastening of the church so that we are prepared for the days ahead so that we can finish this race strong. The book of Acts Church, our foundation, understood this. They were our model. 2 Corinthians 4, starting verse 3, even if our good news is veiled, it is veiled to those who are perishing. In their case, the God of this world has blinded the minds of the unbelieving so that they might not see the light of the good news of the glory of Messiah, who is the image of God. For we do not proclaim ourselves, but Messiah Yeshua as Lord, and ourselves as slaves for Yeshua's sake. For God, who said, "Let light shine out of the darkness," is the one who has shown in our hearts to give the light of the knowledge of the glory of God in the face of Messiah. But we have this treasure in jars of clay, so that the surpassing greatness of the power may be from God, not from ourselves. Oh, if we had leaders and teachers, pastors and preachers that followed this example. For too long, the church, the people, not the building, remember, you are the church, have abdicated their responsibility and therefore their authority. We've looked to people instead of to the Lord, and instead of acting upon His declaration to go and do in His name. We are His agents of change. It's His great power, not ours, that gets things done. We change things by changing people one at a time. We get them saved, healed, and delivered. We disciple them, and then we help them to do the same. You want to see strongholds fall? Take them down one person at a time, one soul at a time. The Word tells us things will get worse and worse before the Lord's return. The Lord Himself tells us that. The darker it gets, the brighter we shine, and the more people that can see that light. No, brothers and sisters, 2023 will be worse in the natural, but greater in the spirit. Because it's time for the greater works that the Lord spoke about in John 14:12. The same Spirit that raised Yeshua from the dead is inside of you and is ready to work with you to get the job done. Where you focus your attention will determine that work. If you want your ears tickled and told everything's going to be okay, that's your choice. I'm sure you can find someone willing to do that and fulfill that need. But if you're a part of the remnant who is shaken off the bonds of religion and the worship of men, 2023 is your year to rise up. You're not alone. There are other spiritual guerrilla fighters in the homes, the coffee shops, and the meeting rooms who have forsaken denominationalism and sectarianism to be a part of the body of Messiah alone. We're one body. We are His church, the church, empowered by the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, with all authority in heaven and earth to go and do in His name. We know from the book we win. But never forget, the enemy believes that they're the ones that win. They're not afraid of us. Anybody who tells you that has not really been out on a battlefield. The enemy is not afraid of us, and they will not relent until they are subjected and imprisoned. So we have to go on. We have to press on. We have to persevere. They've been preparing for this moment for a millennia. Do not think for a minute they're going to back off, and do not underestimate their commitment to their cause. So dig your heels in and stand. Press in together. Shield to shield, sharing your shield with one another. Have each other's back, sword of the Spirit in hand, word of the Lord in your minds, the name of the Lord on your lips. Go set the captives free in His name. Plunder the kingdom of darkness. Change people and you'll change society. Get deeper into the Word and get the Word deeper inside of you. And fall deeper in love with the Lord and regain His love for the lost and dying. Set your mind on things above and not things on this earth. Most of all, set your heart upon Him. We are hard pressed in every way, yet not crushed. Perplexed, yet not in despair. Persecuted, yet not forsaken. Struck down, yet not destroyed. 2 Corinthians 4, starting verse 8. Paul knew what he was talking about. Always carrying in the body the death of Yeshua, so that the life of Yeshua may be revealed in our mortal body. For we who live are always being handed over to death for Yeshua's sake, so that the life of Yeshua may be revealed in our mortal body. So death is at work in us, but life is at work in you. The book of Acts Church knew what it would take to fulfill the calling. Let's make 2023 the year that the world sees the book of Acts Church in action again. Let them say about us what was said about them, that those who have turned the world upside down are here. And let's shake the world one last time before the return of the King. So the word for 2023 is, rise up, remnant, rise up. I'm Richard Grund. God bless.